Now, I wanted to make this short video about people that I consider unsung heroes within the video game community. They exist in practically every game, and not a lot of people talk about them, and Fallout has really just put them in the forefront, and I feel like I want to just say it out loud. Thank you, lore masters. Now, what do I mean by lore masters? It's the people that go above and beyond to understand the world, the stories, the universe that they are enjoying, be it League of Legends, Halo, Fallout. All of these things, we understand them in a base level. We play the game, we enjoy it. But when do you actually sit down and think, why did this really happen? Like in the beginning of Halo CE, I'm talking about in the beginning of Halo Combat Evolved. How did we end up finding the ring, and how did the Covenant find us? And then whenever we start Halo 2, what's the story of the Yellow Elite that becomes the Arbiter? Where did he even come from? It's those kinds of questions that breathe life into video games. It's the reason why we have cutscenes for new seasons for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I don't even know if they do those anymore, but like these cutscenes for new seasons, they're lore. They're adding on to the story of the universe that you were going into. So my little video today, think about it as reminiscing and thanking the lore masters that we have in YouTube. The games that I will be talking about are games that I myself have looked through, and I was interested by what I played, and I had those questions: who, what, where, why. So what did I do? I went to the people that studied that information and made it into video form, and I cannot thank those people because they should be appreciated more in this world that we are in. As much as some people don't realize it, story does matter in these games. It does. Yes, you'll have they're just fluff where it's just a trailer or something like that, but some of the information really does matter. And since we're already talking about Call of Duty, then hey, we have to talk about the most rich-filled part of Call of Duty. It's the zombies. And you know who comes into my mind when I say Call of Duty zombies lore? Anybody can come to your mind. I'm not saying he's the only person. I'm saying he, in my eyes, was my gateway. And hey, it's that lovable British man that starts off his videos in the most friendly way. Hi guys! And you know what kind of a story you're getting yourself into, be it a guide or anything. And that person is Mr. Raffle Waffles. The guy has been on the scene with the Call of Duty Zombies lore forever. He's been doing it for a decade, plus a decade, something like that. And it's amazing how much information, how much time he put into this, because it's true. There was love being put into this game mode, and it showed through the people that were creating content around it, be it the people that wanted to go for the highest rounds, the ones that wanted to complete the Easter egg, how fast to complete the Easter egg, speedrunners. But you always had Mr. Raffle Waffles and his gang, but the man just sat down, did it step by step, told you exactly what to do, where to do it, and then told you the reason why these things are happening. That's the important part. You have to understand why you are doing certain things. Are you doing the right thing, the wrong thing, game-wise? I'm not saying decision-making, lore-wise, was it the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do? And we enjoyed those emotional moments. We enjoyed the multiple millions of crashes that was happening with Black Ops 3 and 4, I believe, and trying to see those cutscenes and seeing them with him and understanding his thought process and his reaction to the story and where it's going and him explaining the whole frickin' timeline. That man appreciates Call of Duty Zombies, and with how Call of Duty Zombies has been right now and the kind of things that he has been hit with when it comes to that place, all I gotta say is justice for Mr. Waffle Waffles. I mean, seriously. Jumping from one loved FPS to another, hey, who doesn't like Halo. The Halo games have a special place in my heart. They were one of the first games I ever played. Like, Halo Combat Evolved was basically my gateway onto the Xbox device itself. That and the demo of Fusion Frenzy and that weird copy of Spider-Man that had the cheat code where you could play as Mary Jane. But as you grow older, and then we got Halo 2 and 3 and ODST and Reach, you start thinking, wow, we played through all of these, but I'm not really understanding more than what the game is giving us. And who did we look to for more information? For me, that was Hidden Xperia. You want good, clean breakdowns of everything from the books to minor plots in the game, or the characters, major characters, minor characters. You had the perfect person to do it, which was Hidden Xperia. The man just loved, enthusiastically put everything down, told you exactly what was going on, and I enjoyed listening to him talking about Artas Vadum, Thel Vadami, talking about the Oni experimentation, all of those things. I enjoyed listening to this man so much, and it's kind of sad seeing the Halo franchise go down this little stagnation, I want to say, because the games are good, but we're not getting anything of substance, and whatever we get of substance is just like very lackluster. And I wish we could get more, but apparently it'll be a while until we get something else. I hope he's doing better these days. I really do, because he shouldn't lose motivation over their mess up. It really does seem like, to a certain degree, they don't respect what they have in their hands. And if they don't respect it, how can you be motivated to do something about it and make content around it to increase the hype, increase the love for this franchise? If you can't do that, then what's the point? All I want to say is thank you, Hidden Xperia. World of Warcraft by itself is a huge ass game, and you cannot find the end of the lore for this specific game. If you think a specific rock doesn't have lore in the game, believe me, it really does, and it's pretty surprising how far and how deep this lore goes. And I wanted to get into it, but it was such an overwhelming feeling because I did not know which way I should tackle this specific thing, this monster. Well, you know who helped me with doing that? My boy Noble87. Say as you want, the man is very thorough with his lore explanations. Some people would find it boring. I myself find it captivating to have it on the side and to listen to it while I'm actually playing World of Warcraft, as sad as that might sound, but I like doing that. That's just me. But I will say one thing, and we'll do like a part 2 to this. If you want something on not the lighter side, but on the comedic side, then look no further to Platinum WoW. The man is a treasure. Seeing the work he puts into his videos, the comedy that he makes, the model, the editings and everything, I'm with him because I just like his comedy, man. His comedy and lore explanations are just mixed very well together, and you should give it a chance. If you want to get into the world of Warcraft, you should try it through Platinum WoW's direction just to get a taste. And if you feel like you want to get even deeper into it, then you can check Noble87. And I'll give a little bonus because this other person also does lore videos, but at the same time he looks at other aspects of the game, be it something called transmogs, which are customization options that you unlock by getting those items and mounts and stuff like that, and lore about the villains and all these things. This person named is Himura Dex. I don't know how to say his name. Wait, Hirumared X. That's how you say the name. He is also a nice, enjoyable video that I like to have playing on the side. Now, the biggest one right now is, and I hate to be completely repeating what I'm saying, the Fallout games. They are also very rich in lore. And it showed even with the TV show and the world building and the environment and the storytelling. people started craving more because of the TV show, so they're looking towards playing the games to understand more. And then the people that already played the games and already watched the show, where do they fall? Simple enough. They fall under lore cravers. They crave the extended lore. They crave the understanding of the FEV, the Forced Evolution virus. They crave the Tenpenny Tower and the story of Megaton and the nuke in the middle of it. Why is it there? They want to understand the underworld, the Frank Horrigan. All of these things are easily approachable through a person named Synonymous. That's my opinion. You can have your lore master. I'm telling you, Synonymous will give you all the information you need and then some. Because he enjoys, well, the way I see it, he enjoys the world and he delves deep as possible into it, looking at not just one of the franchise or the focus of the franchise. No, he knows certain things stretch throughout all of the games. So he does look at everything through all of the games. If he looks at the Death Claws, he understands they were a thing from the pre-Great War, and then they became a thing after the Great War. What happened? What are they? They were a mythical creature that were basically layered in rumors. No one believed they existed, and then they started slowly finding them. How did they find them? Well, you gotta look at the lore. You gotta understand the lore of the Death Claws. And how do you do that? It's hard to. And then, did you know there were intelligent Death Claws? They're possibly not canon now. It's very in the air. But at the same time, can you believe that? Intelligent Death Claws? Now here's an interesting one. How do you get lore out of something like a MOBA? Easy. You just write as many stories about each of the characters and see where you go from there. But who's gonna read it? That's the question. You know who's gonna read it? Your boy Necrit is always going to read it. By golly, if he's reading it, I will be there to listen to it, because the guy is just, he is the face of League of Legends lore. He was so appreciated by Riot Games themselves. He was put into the game as an Easter egg and got his own character in the Ruined King game. If you get appreciated that much by Riot Games, you're doing something right. And the guy just keeps on going. Now he does a lot more than lore. He goes into the new updates, the news, things changing in the games, but he still has a focus on League of Legends lore, and that's the best part. The guy, as much as he branches off, he still has his place in League of Legends. And these were my games. Yes, I didn't cover a lot of them, but hey, if you have games that you got into the extended universe, the lore and everything about it, tell me about it. Drop it in the comment section below. If you watch lore videos from different users or different content creators on YouTube, tell me in the comment section below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, why not drop a like and subscribe? If you didn't enjoy the video, I'm not going to tell you not to dislike it. You can go right ahead. And I hope to see you here next time. See you.